welcome back to Snow Stories and Happy New Year! What is New Year's Eve, right? And New Year's? We're going to talk a little bit about that today. I'm sure you guys have heard the grown-ups in your family talking about it just a little bit. It's when we end the year that we're in right now and we start a brand new year. And lots of people like to have parties or celebrations at their home or homes of family members, things like that, to ring in the new year. A lot of times we try to stay up until midnight to see that new year start. Oh, it's very tricky to stay up that late though. So sometimes we have a happy noon year where we celebrate at lunchtime instead. So I have picked a few books for you guys to listen to today. One is about how we measure time. It's going to give you a little bit of a better idea about why we're celebrating this new year. And then we're going to take a parade. We're going to have a parade marching through the calendar year. So we're going to look back at all the fun things that we celebrated over the last year. And then we are going to read the night before New Year's to kind of give us an idea of what to expect on New Year's Eve, which is coming up here very soon. So I hope you guys are ready for some wonderful stories. Let's make sure that we're extra ready though, okay? Let's make sure that we get all of our wiggles out. Ready? Arms straight up in the air. And wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle this way. Wiggle that way. Shake and make a funny sound. Ready? Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give a little clap. Good job. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Put them in your lap. Okay, we're almost ready. Do you guys remember what we need to say? Ready? I am great. I am smart. I am strong. I am loved. And today is a wonderful day. It is, isn't it? It is a wonderful day to get to spend some time with you, my friends, reading some wonderful stories about the new year that's going to happen. Okay, so remember first I said we're going to talk a little bit about how we measure time. That's what this book is called, Measuring Time by Martha Rusted. We have a whole series of books in our young I Can Read section that are wonderful about measuring time, weather, all kinds of different things that kids are just super, super curious about. All right, here we go. Let's pull you in closer so that you can see these beautiful pictures. Okay. I'm going to a party. How long will I have to wait? We have ways to measure time. Calendars help us measure time. Each square is 1 day. There are 7 days in a week, and there are 365 days in 1 year. And that is what we celebrate on New Year's Eve. We finish up, we hit that last day, that 365th day, and then we start over with day 1 of the new year. That's what we are celebrating on New Year's Eve. There are 12 months in 1 year. Each month has between 28 and 31 days. And that's about 4 weeks. So there's many, many ways to break down time. Right? We're getting into smaller and smaller units here. So this digital clock shows hours and minutes. And when the clock shows AM, it is before lunchtime. And when the clock shows PM, it is after lunchtime. So that's another way to measure time. This is a different kind of clock. It's an analog clock. And they usually have 3 hands. The short hand points to the hour. So this is telling us that it's almost 4 o'clock. Okay. The long hand points to the minutes. Each of these is worth 5. It's kind of confusing. And then this little one, it shows the seconds. Each little tick, each little mark on here is 1 second long. Now it's very, very confusing. We also have timers and stopwatches that measure time too. A timer can count up or down. A lot of times we set a timer when we bake a cake or cookies, or sometimes when we're in trouble and we have to sit in timeout, we set a timer for that too, don't we? The stopwatch can tell how fast I ran the race. Each night, I sleep for about 10 hours. I need a lot of rest. And when you get bigger, you'll wake up and go to school. And one school day lasts about 7 hours. If you go to preschool, it's a little bit shorter. His soccer practice lasts 60 minutes. Runs across the field in 30 seconds. Kicks the ball into the goal. Score! The soccer season lasts 2 months. So we have many, many ways to measure time, don't we? Here she is using a calendar to figure out when or how much longer she has to wait for her party. Today is Tuesday at 10 a.m., she says, and the party is on Saturday at 12. So the party starts in 4 days and 2 hours. Lots of different ways to measure time, but the most important way for us that we're talking about now are those days in the year, right? Because we are getting close to the last day of the year 2020. And then when the new year starts, we'll start back with day 1 of year 2021. 2021. Right? Okay. Let's stretch our bodies a little bit before we listen to our next story, okay? Ready? Arms straight up. See how far you can stretch. Can you touch the ceiling? These are so close. Good job. All right, stretch to the side. Fantastic. Oh, stretch to the other side. Oh, yawn if you need to. Arms straight out, palms up. Stretch this way and that way. Good job. Pull your arms in. Give yourself a big squeeze. You guys are doing such a great job. All right. Our next book is called Parade Day, Marching Through the Calendar Year by Bob Varner. And this book is a really fun way to look back on the year that we've had, right? And some of the fun things that we have done during the year. I wonder if you guys have been to any parades to celebrate these activities or done anything else that to celebrate. Let's look. All right. January 1st begins a new calendar year. Watch the Rose Bowl parade and give a big cheer. You guys, this is what we're getting ready to do. We're getting ready to celebrate January 1st, New Year's Day. And there is a big parade out in California called the Rose Bowl Parade, and all the floats are made with flowers and other edible things. Ooh, the February Winter Carnival is filled with ice and snow. Wear your scarf and mittens to this frosty show. March 17th is the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Wear the color green on this lucky Irish day. They have a St. Patrick's Day celebration in Sioux Falls. Oh, a ticker tape parade in April. Confetti fills the sky. Cheer for our heroes as they pass by. Ticker tape parades are very popular in New York City. I don't know that I've ever been to one. Dance to the mariachi music on the 5th day of May. Celebrate a Mexican festival at the Cinco de Mayo parade. You know, they also have a Cinco de Mayo celebration in Sioux Falls, too. Brush your Cocker Spaniel, tie your bunny with a bow. A pet parade in June is a happy, furry show. I know in June is usually the Quarry Days parade here in Dell Rapids. I've seen some animals in that parade. Oh, on July 4th, we wave flags and say, hooray! Wear red, white, and blue on Independence Day. Bet you guys did fireworks and all kinds of fun things on July 4th. Animals parade in August when the circus is in town. Elephants and ponies follow a circus clown. That would be a fun parade to see, wouldn't it? The first Monday of September is the Labor Day parade. Everyone can come because there's no school today. Dress up in your costume and trick or treat tonight. On the 31st of October, you may see a spooky sight. Did you guys all dress up for Halloween and go trick or treating? Yeah? Not that long ago, right? Oh, look for giant balloons floating high today. On the 4th Thursday of November, watch the Thanksgiving Day parade. Usually in New York City, Macy's, which is a store, a chain of stores, they host the Thanksgiving Day parade, and they have balloons, giant balloons that fly through the air. I know that this year they had to cancel that, but look for it again next year. It's a very, very cool thing to see. Ooh, on September 25th, Santa rides in his sleigh. 8 tiny reindeer pull him in the Christmas parade. We just celebrated that, didn't we? We just celebrated Christmas, and now we are ready to start over back in January, right? And we get to do it all over again and celebrate all those wonderful holidays and make all those new fun memories in the new year, right? Okay, I'm going to push my camera back here because we are going to do a little dance. You guys ready? I'm going to do some actions that go along with the song. You can follow me and do the same thing I do, or you can do your own actions. That's totally fine. I want you guys to have fun. This is fun, 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 isn't it? Okay. Oopsie doopsie. I am not where I need to be. There we go. Sometimes I wish that YouTube would just listen to me. Right? All right, New Year's song. We're going to listen to a song by the Kaboomers. They are a fun group for kids. Oops, I am not connected to our speaker. Oh, Bluetooth? Why did you disconnect? Probably because I turned it off, huh?
Powering on. Welcome to Alltech Lansing.
Silly Miss Kinsey, we're just having struggles, aren't we? I'll get it together, I promise. All right, here we go. You ready? We start over. We gotta start our countdown over again. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Hurt myself. Are you ready? Cheer, cheer, cheer the year, a new one's just begun. Celebrate
everyone. Happy New Year!
Yay! Happy New Year! Oh, no,
Hello,
no,
friends.
No. One of these days, guys, Miss Kinsey will get things under control. Probably not. We can wish though, right? All right, get my chair back here. What did you guys think about that song? That was a fun one, right? Did your arms get tired from all the cheering? All right, I'm gonna pull you closer. We've got one more book that I want to share with you. It's called The Night Before New Year's. That's also called New Year's Eve. And that's when people sometimes do have a party or a celebration, something like that in their home, or they go out and do something fun at a restaurant or someplace else. So we are gonna find out what this family does on the night before New Year's. Okay, this is by Natasha Wing and illustrated by Amy Woomer. Here we go. Can you guys see the pictures? 'Twas the last day of December, what we call New Year's Eve. A whole year had flown by. It was hard to believe. We were pretty excited. Our puppy was too. We cheered, out with the old and in with the new. Oh, please, I begged, can we stay up till midnight? For this one special evening, my parents told us, all right. So we drove to the store to buy party supplies, hats, horns, and poppers, and sparkly bow ties. At home, we put up all the streamers and balloons, silver glitter and gold stars to twinkle up our rooms. A banner was hung by the ceiling with care in the hopes that baby New Year would soon be there. We gathered for dinner, a grand late-night feast, all our family's favorites. I ate 3 cupcakes at least. With a clink of our glasses, we all gave a toast, making New Year's resolutions. My dad had the most. But I couldn't come up with one single vow. That's okay, my mom said. You don't have to right now. After dinner was done, we played checkers and charades, then broke out the cards for a long game of spades. We shared fond memories. Oh, there were dozens. Holidays, camping trips, and new baby cousins. Our eyelids were droopy, so we ducked out for fresh air. Then came in to watch the crowd lining Times Square. 1 more hour, said Dad, till the New Year is here. Put on your hats, said Mom. Let's practice our cheer. Counting down from 10, without a single mistake, we tooted horns and popped poppers. I was now wide awake. My brother chased our puppy all through the house. Then Mom and Dad noticed it was quiet as a mouse. There was no sound of barking, no little boy chatter. So we sprang from the couch to see what was the matter. When what to our wondering eyes should appear but 2 party poopers. Make that 3 now. Oh dear. While our puppy curled up on my father's lap, my brother and I went upstairs for a 5-minute nap. We both were soon nestled all snug in our beds, while visions of fireworks danced in our heads. The next thing I knew, it was sunny and bright. Rats! We missed ringing in the New Year last night. But that's when I came up with my resolution, I believe. I absolutely will stay up for next New Year's Eve. It is very, very hard to stay awake for so long, isn't it? Sometimes we make it, and sometimes we don't. All right, I want to talk to you just for a minute about the craft that I have made for you guys, because I bet you were wondering a little bit about all the pieces to this craft, because you got a balloon that was tied in a knot. You got some star stickers, right? Star stickers. And some pom-poms. Now, what in the world could you do with these things, right? Well, you're going to need one little piece from home, and then you will be able to make a party popper. Let me show you mine. So you're gonna cut your balloon so that will fit on the bottom of, this is a half of a paper towel roll, or you can use a toilet paper tube, whatever you have laying around. Then you can decorate it with your stars. You can also use markers or any other stickers that you guys have. But make sure that you've got this piece down here on the bottom. I put some tape over my balloon just to keep it nice and secure. You can use some fun duct tape or washi tape if you have that at home. That would be really cool. Then you're gonna take your pom-poms and you're gonna put them inside your tube. Now, when you hold your tube like this, you take the bottom and you pull on the balloon and let go. Everything pops out. And then you have to go chase them down and put them back in and make it happen again and again and again. You guys can use the pom-poms that I have with in your bag. You can use marshmallows, anything that mommy or daddy or your grown-ups say can go in here and then end up on the floor eventually, right? Super fun. Okay, you also have a little party blower so that you can have some fun times on New Year's Eve. And then I also put in this little piece of paper here. It is a New Year's Eve fortune teller. So your grown-ups can look up how to fold these, but they might remember from their childhood how to fold these. And it makes this really cute little fortune teller. So you're gonna whisper it a question. You're gonna ask it a question about something that is gonna happen in the new year. Am I gonna lose my first tooth, maybe? And then you ask it. Okay, so we've got balloons. Okay, and inside we pick a number, right? I'm gonna pick the number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm gonna pick the number 3, and then I'm gonna open it up and it says, ask again. So it has different little sayings in here, and you can ask it question after question. It's just something kind of fun that you guys can do for a New Year's party if you would like to. So I hope you guys all enjoyed story time today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the new year when we will continue on with our snow stories. Happy New Year, guys. Bye.